Hi, I'm Jennifer Wilson. I'm 46, married for 20 years, and a stay-at-home mom. My husband is a Fortune 500 executive, and our kids are in high school and middle school. People say I have everything: great husband, beautiful home, wonderful kids. And yes, this 2,500 square foot house is the result of my husband's hard work. We started in an 800 square foot apartment, moved to a townhouse, and finally here. But as our house got bigger, I got smaller. My body got bigger, but my sense of self got smaller. I became the wife who let herself go. I used to be 5 feet 1 inch and 106 pounds. People constantly said I was petite, fit, had a great figure. I wore size 2, sometimes 0. My husband fell for my looks at first sight. We met through mutual friends, and he later told me that the moment he saw me, he knew he wanted to marry me. He used to say, "You could be a model. How do you stay so thin? Other guys keep checking you out. You're absolutely perfect." On our wedding day, when he saw me in my dress, he cried, "You're perfect. How did I get so lucky?" That was probably the happiest moment of my life. Everything changed with my first pregnancy. After morning sickness ended, my appetite exploded. I went from 106 pounds to 165 pounds before delivery. But my husband's reaction was harsh. "Aren't you eating too much? Other pregnant women control their weight. You need to lose it fast after delivery." After giving birth, exhausted from breastfeeding and baby care, I'd only lost 20 pounds. He really started in, "When are you going to lose the weight?" Other moms bounce back right away. After my second pregnancy, things got worse. I'm now 158 pounds, 52 pounds more than before marriage. Every morning, I stand before my closet. My beautiful size 2 and 4 clothes still hang there, breaking my heart. Once, I tried on a gorgeous sky blue dress my husband had bought me. The zipper wouldn't go up. He walked in. "What are you doing? Trying on that dress you bought me?" He stared, then said, "I don't think that's going to work for you anymore." Now I only wear loose sweatshirts and oversized t-shirts XL or XXL. I wake up at 5:30 a.m., make breakfast, pack lunches, get kids to school. Then laundry, cleaning, groceries. I'm on my feet all day, but don't lose weight. Stress makes me eat more. At night, after everyone sleeps, I stand at the fridge eating. I'll diet tomorrow, I think. But I eat again. My husband gets colder. "You've gained more weight. Do other wives look like this?" It's honestly embarrassing. Even in front of the kids, "Your mom used to be really beautiful. Why doesn't mom listen to dad?" Gaining weight made me afraid of people. I stopped contacting old friends, too ashamed. When friends reached out, I made excuses. "I'm busy with the kids." My husband's work is complicated. The truth? I was ashamed of how I looked. At PTA meetings, other moms looked put together, slim, fashionable. I'd wear comfortable clothes and sneakers. My husband would say, "All the other moms looked nice. You were the only one dressed like that." I was embarrassed. My best friend Sarah called. "Jen, I got promoted. Let me take you out this weekend." We'd known each other 30 years. My heart leapt. Maybe I could just be Jennifer again. I spent days agonizing over what to wear. Finally settled on a black A-line dress. As I headed out, my husband stopped me. Where are you going? Meeting Sarah. In that outfit? He looked me up and down. You look heavy. Wear something else. This is the best I have. What's Sarah going to think? That I don't make enough money for my wife to dress properly? I realized it didn't matter what I wore. The problem was my body. I texted Sarah, "I'm so sorry. I'm not feeling well." Sarah reached out a few more times, but I kept making excuses. Eventually, she stopped trying. 30 years of friendship ended by my lies. One day my daughter asked, "Mom, why do you always look sad?" Do I look sad? Yeah, Dad always says mean things to you. Is that why you're sad? She knew. She knew how her father treated me. That night, I cried alone. A few days ago, my son needed old photos for a school project. Looking through albums, I found pictures from early in our marriage, me and my husband, laughing together. I looked happy. But looking closer, I realized even then, I wasn't perfect. My arms weren't toned. My face was round. But back then, my husband called me the most beautiful woman in the world. What changed? The problem was never my appearance. My husband's feelings changed. I stopped being someone he needed to win over and became something he owned. That night, my husband said, "I have dinner tomorrow with people from work. You need to come, but make an effort, okay? Don't embarrass me." Normally, I would have said, "Okay." But that night, no. What? I'm not going. If you're embarrassed, go by yourself. He looked shocked. What's gotten into you? I've spent 20 years walking on eggshells around you. I'm exhausted. We had our first real fight, but I didn't regret it. The next day, I started making changes. I cleaned out my closet, donated all the beautiful clothes I couldn't wear. I bought clothes that fit my current body, clothes I actually liked. Yes, XL, but with pretty colors and nice designs. Looking in mirrors changed too. I don't look that bad. I've gained weight, but I still look nice when I smile. The biggest change was relationships. I gathered courage and texted Sarah. "Sarah, I'm sorry. I wasn't really sick. The truth is, I've changed so much physically that I was embarrassed." "What are you talking about? Since when do we care about that?" "But I've gained so much weight." "Who cares? As long as you're healthy. Let's meet this weekend. For real." I'm still 158 pounds. My husband is still dissatisfied. But I'm not as intimidated. If you don't like it, that's your problem. I'm going to live for myself now. I told my kids, just because mom has gained weight doesn't mean I'm worth less. I'm still beautiful and valuable in my own way. Sarah and I are friends again. It was awkward at first, but we quickly fell back into rhythm. "Jen, you're still you. Same personality, same smile. That's all that matters." When she said that, I cried. This house still tries to trap me. My husband still tries to change me. But now I know I wasn't trapped by this house, I was trapped by my own mind. By my husband's judgment. By other people's eyes. Jennifer Wilson, 46 years old, 158 pounds. Not perfect, but still valuable. I finally understand that. If anyone is going through something similar, your worth isn't determined by someone else's opinion. The number on the scale isn't your whole story. Your clothing size doesn't define your value. Don't think it's too late. You can start loving yourself right now. Just like I did.